someone. Ben have a say that never forget where you come from. He's a boy from Perth who's loved nature, and his hobbies are researching alone, fishing alone, and cycling alone. There's a lot of lonely.
No, alone doesn't mean lonely.
So his speech title of today is The Structure of Magic. I would like to invite his evaluator, Christian Emmanuel, Advanced Communicator Bronze from IPA Toastmaster Club, to read out the objective of project number 7.
Ben, your objectives are to collect information about your topic from numerous sources and to carefully support your points and opinions with specific facts, examples, and illustrations gathered through research. Time 5 to 7 minutes. Good luck.
So let's welcome Ben to his speech of today, The Structure of Magic.
Have you ever heard about the book title, The Structure of Magic?
Just now.
Just now. Have you ever heard about NLP?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it the same? Distinguished Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and honor guests. Richard Brander and John Grinder had wrote the book called The Structure of Magic in 1975. And guess what? The core part of this book is applied to the NLP nowadays. What is NLP? NLP stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming. So it's a state connection between neuro is the neurological processes, linguistic is the language, and programming is behavioral pattern from experience. Tony Robbins once said that we judge our behavior from, we judge ourselves about our own behavior. So how do we change our behavior towards the people, towards the friends that you don't like or the friends that you love? So we must know how the information process in our mind, right? So I'm going to show you a very powerful model. It's called the NLP communication model. For example, it is me. So it has been said that at any point of time, there is 2 million information hitting our senses per second. So it is impossible to for us to know everything. So the brain must filter up a lot of information through 3 ways. One is delete, second is store, and third one is generalize. By using our 3 most important filters, is it belief, value, and attitude. For example, if you have the belief that every movie have the happy ending, so when you watch the movie have the bad ending, what do you think? It's a lousy, suck, right? But if you change, another person have another belief that movie can have a bad ending too, so they would think differently. So come out this filter is the internal representation. Internal representation is how we represent the world. It's like everyone has a different point of view, everyone has a different way of looking at the society. From this internal representation will affect our emotional state. therefore affect our behavior. The second point I want to talk about is our physiology, because the physiology will affect our state immediately. Watch this. Yes! Did you see my posture when I play tennis? And my breathing pattern. And my tonality. Yes! That's how the physiology will change the emotional state. So let's do a bit exercise right now. So see yourself is sitting right here. Change your posture, like your shoulder right up, shoulder right up, your facial expression upright, your breathing pattern deeper and faster. How do you feel? Are you feeling better? I don't think so. So that is the second point. The third point I'm going to share is the mutant communication model. Mutant model. Have you ever heard about this model before? So it's a very powerful model. When you see in the advertisement, the public relation or sales, especially people in sales, because this model is considered the Tai Chi of communication. So because due to the short time constraint, I want to talk about existing language pattern. I want to talk about 3 patterns that I think is useful and usable. The first one is myriad. Myriad is, the definition is claiming, knowing the thought and the feeling of other without getting to know the information. So for example, Trang had a very good friend and she failed to finish the job for the close friend. So as I am her friend, and she feels terrible about it, and I'm at her friend. I will tell her using my, I know that you do the best you can and what the resources you have. So she will feel better. The second one is the second is complex equivalent. Complex equivalent is like express or even just that one thing means another. So for example, the same situation, but I would say that John, since you did not finish the job, so we think that we must find a better way.
Which way?
Which feel better? So the third one is double bind. Double bind is mean even the illusion of choice. So for example, the same situation, but I say, John, will you pick it up, or will you pick it up, or you leave the past behind?
Leave the past behind.
because the two option is the same, right? So, so in conclusion, therefore, we want to learn about the structure of magic. There is three fundamental that we want to learn. This is one, the communication model. Second is the physiology, and third one is the Newton model.